Time now for the morning rush, and we start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Still in between storm systems here, so our next big weather maker not even in that 7-day forecast. Another day of just straight up sunshine, a little bit of high cloud cover up to the north, but temperatures really benefiting. We're above average statewide this afternoon. Adam?
Just hours, President Trump is expected to name his pick for Supreme Court justice amid more fallout and protests over his immigration policies and travel ban. Late yesterday, the president fired acting Attorney General Sally Yates after she refused to defend the Trump executive order, calling the Obama appointee weak on borders. Dana Benti has been sworn in as her replacement until Senator Jeff Sessions is confirmed as AG by the Senate. People affected by President Trump's executive order could soon be getting financial help from Google. The company says it's putting up $2 million for what it calls a crisis campaign, with an additional $2 million coming from its employees. Other tech companies have also issued statements against Trump's order, including Facebook, Twitter, Apple, and Uber. Starting this morning, the Boy Scouts of America is opening up its membership to transgender children. The new policy will base enrollment into its boys-only programs on the gender a child or parent lists on the application. It goes into effect immediately. Developing this morning, a university student is now facing murder charges in the deadly shooting at a mosque in Quebec. Officials say Alexandra Bissonnette was known for expressing far-right nationalist views on social media. The motivation behind the attack remains unknown. The 27-year-old suspect faces 6 counts of first-degree murder and 5 counts of attempted murder. Happening today, hundreds of law enforcement officers, social workers, and medical personnel from around the state will be in Albuquerque to learn how to spot and handle human trafficking. It's part of the Attorney General's Human Trafficking Conference. There will also be a big focus on social media. Their goal is to have every first responder in the state trained. We have more information on our website, KRQE.com. This morning, a man who the FBI says robbed an Albuquerque bank is still on the run. Agents are hoping these clear surveillance pictures will help to identify him. Feds say the robbery happened yesterday at the branch on Academy near San Mateo. That man is described as white, in his late 20s to early 30s. They say he's about 5'7" with a medium build. As you wake up this morning, a drive-by shooting victim is in critical condition. Police say 2 cars pulled into the Alsop's parking lot in Espanola on Friday. Shots were fired. The victim, 20-year-old Daniel Suarez, was hit in the head. Police are questioning Philip Baca, a student at Espanola Valley High School. Sources say he is a sophomore on the JV basketball team, and police say the shooting may have been over drugs. David?
And we're only coming into the second month of the year, but it's not too early to think about fire season. It's also on the minds of the State Forestry Fire Management Office. While they say it's too early to make any kind of accurate predictions, if the current precipitation trends continue as they were in January, it may make for a moderate fire season in the high country areas of the state. Everything is still dependent on changing weather conditions and the ever-present spring winds and increasing temperatures, which dry out items for fuel fires. Kristen?
Today's Metro Threat Index added to no change in today's forecast. Really, it's chilly to start, but warm this afternoon with highs getting back to the 50s underneath that sunny sky. And our winds are even light 5 to 15. We actually get warmer as we get into tomorrow afternoon. Adam?
Newly released video shows what happens as a truck loses control while exiting off a freeway in Syracuse, New York. Riders, some right in the truck's path, leave. Police say the driver, unfamiliar with the area, simply drove too fast off the ramp. He then saw it stop traffic and mistakenly hit the accelerator instead of applying his brakes. No one was seriously injured in that crash. You may notice lower gas prices if you have to fill up on the way to work this morning. They've reportedly fallen for 21 straight days. AAA says there's less demand and more supply from here in the U.S. The national average is $2.27 a gallon. The average price in New Mexico is $2.20. To find the lowest gas prices in your area, just open the KRQE News app. We are just months away now from the start of construction on a new penguin exhibit at the zoo. The city plans to demolish the zoo's Tropical America exhibit to make room for what's known as the Penguin Chill. It'll be complete with snow and even a 15-foot diving pool. The roughly $12 million project is expected to start this spring.
All right, let's get a check on that Tuesday morning commute. No major incidents to slow you down. We're actually moving at posted speeds across the entire metro area. We will let you know if anything pops up on the traffic map.
Well, you may soon be able to get your coffee fix from a robotic barista. Meet Gordon, which now serves coffee and espresso at San Francisco's Cafe X. This thing makes up to 120 drinks per hour. The robot grabs a cup, pumps in some syrup, and grinds beans before serving your drink in as little as 22 seconds. The brains behind Cafe X say the goal really isn't to replace human baristas with robots, but to offer good quality coffee consistently. A new study at Harvard finds hospitalizations for cardiovascular problems jumped 23% 2 days after major snowfalls. Researchers say there are several possible reasons why, including issues caused by excessive snow shoveling and, in some cases, delays in getting to the hospital during the snow emergency. All right, look at this. An impressive snow sculpture is getting a lot of attention on social media this morning. This is based on the Star Wars character Jabba the Hutt. Not only based on him, it looks exactly like him. Harry Welty says he creates this unique sculptures like this every year outside his home in Minnesota. Some of his past sculptures include Alice in Wonderland, Mount Rushmore, King Kong.
Wow.
Now he's added Jabba the Hutt.
I want to see Mount Rushmore. I think that one would be pretty cool. A lot of time.
Absolutely. I wish that I had the time for that. It's beautiful. He's done a great job.
But then again, I'm thankful we don't have that much snow. So we'll just leave it up to the Minnesotans to do that. All right, time now for the 5 facts. We'll begin with number 5. If you're looking for the perfect Valentine's Day gift this morning, the Biopark may have the answer. For $20, you can name a leafcutter ant or a Madagascar hissing cockroach after the love bug in your life. For more details, go to the KRQE News app.
Number 4, drivers heading to work or school may notice some changes to a downtown Albuquerque intersection this morning. The city has put this new warning sign at Lead and 10th. People we spoke with in the area say a lot of drivers carelessly fly through the intersection, believing cars on 10th also have stop signs, but they don't. In October, the city got rid of the stoplight at 8th and Lead and turned that area into a 4-way stop nearby.
At number 3, nothing but sunshine in today's forecast. Temperatures warmer than yesterday in the mid-50s. Generally light winds about 5 to 15 across the state, a little stronger as you get into the eastern plains. Warmer temperatures tomorrow, the sunshine here to stay.
Number 2, a woman kidnapped in Nevada is safe this morning after authorities tracked her down in New Mexico. They say somebody called 911 Monday morning after seeing 28-year-old Jane Preby being forced into a van in Las Vegas, Nevada in broad daylight, this apartment complex. They say she was eventually found in Espanola. Police also took 31-year-old Jack Morgan into custody. He is now considered to be a person of interest. Police say they don't know if the kidnapping was random or planned. Number 1, we are keeping a close eye on the White House this morning as President Trump prepares to make that big announcement in just hours. The president expected to name his nominee for Supreme Court Justice tonight in a primetime speech. Contenders include Neil Gorsuch, Denver-based judge, also Thomas Hardiman of Pittsburgh, Third Circuit Court of Appeals judge there. Just 2 of the names on the potential list. This comes hours after the president fired Sally Yates for ordering Justice Department lawyers to stop defending the president's executive order. She was the acting AG. The president's AG nominee, Jeff Sessions, is expected to be confirmed by a Senate committee today, along with several other cabinet nominees. We'll keep you posted on all of it.